Hey teams, Lauren here with Bizrok. In this week's video, I want to enhance to our 3 questions and give you some bonus questions. So hopefully by now you've mastered our 3 important questions, which is, what do you value most about your oral health? And this is where you guide the patient on comfort, function, cosmetic, longevity. Second question is there anything about your smile or oral health you would like to enhance? And then the third question is there anything else you want us to make sure that we cover before you leave today, right? And you guys know that we believe in an ask, listen, confirm. So you always reconfirm answers back to your patients. But this week's video, guys, I want to add to those. So for some of our cosmetic practices, or practices who want to move to more cosmetics or provide additional cosmetic services, these are wonderful talking points and questions to ask your patient to move them to think outside of the box and to really transform their entire smile. So guys, I'd write these down. I've got several to go through, but if you are presenting a case to a patient and maybe it's a full arch case or a full cosmetic case, and maybe it came out of nowhere. Maybe this patient's been coming to you for a decade. Maybe it's Invisalign and they've been coming to you for a decade and they've never talked about straightening their teeth and they want to talk to you about aligners. Guys, whatever it is, a really special question for you to ask your patient is, hey, if you don't mind me asking, what's motivating you to do this now? And for some of you, I know that you're like, my patient said yes, they want to move forward. But guys, if you don't know the why, you can't re-tie back into the emotions of why the patient continues to come to you for all these different treatments and all the follow-ups. So if you don't understand their why, you can't reinforce that emotion and the end goal with your patient. So you need to be emotionally invested with your patient just like they are, guys. There was a study I read years ago and I thought it was so powerful. And it said 50% of somebody's buying decision is tied to either emotion or enthusiasm of the person presenting to them. Guys, those are 2 easy things that we can control, right? Is how emotionally bought into our service and how much do we really believe in what we're providing, believing that we're the best possible clinician in our area. And then enthusiasm, excitement, emotion, all those things, guys, 50% is why somebody chooses to move forward with you or not. See, sometimes we get so stuck in our head on cost and, oh, this is so expensive, or, what if I don't give them the smile of their dreams? Guys, you drive the confidence with your patients. So simply being bought into the vision and understanding why they're moving forward with this or why they want certain treatment plans, guys, that's half the battle. So make sure that you understand why they're deciding to do this now. And it could be, well, I haven't had the funds to do this and now I do. Or maybe I've been saving for years to do this. Guys, that's an emotion anyways. It's okay to say, Susie patient, today's the day. I know that you've been saving up for this for years and years. Today's the day and that we're going to take care of you. Guys, it's that emotional investment, okay? Another bonus question to ask your patients is, do you have a smile or is there a movie star in mind? But do you have a movie star or a smile in mind that you're wanting your end result to look like? Guys, think about when you go in for a haircut. Maybe I'm the only one who's done this, where I've looked on like Pinterest and looking at different hairstyles and I'm like, okay, I go to see my girl and I'm like, I want my haircut to look like this, right? Patients will do that too, especially if it's a full smile transformation. They have a smile in mind, but you've got to ask for it. Do you have a picture? Is there a celebrity whose smile you've always loved? Even better, guys, if in your practice, if you have a place, I would absolutely set up after photos around your office. We don't want to see the before ones on the walls, okay? We like those photos, our patients don't. But up on the walls, it's wonderful to have those after photos for your patients to walk around and be like, God, I love their smile, or I like the color of their teeth, but I like the shape of these. Guys, give those patients those visuals. See, what makes you a phenomenal doctor is that when you look at a patient, guys, you can transform their smile in your mind. You can see the end result. But oftentimes patients can't see that end result. So if you ask them to show you a photo of one, or hey, let's take a walk around the office. Let's go pick out a smile that you want. Maybe you have a book of before and after photos, and it's okay to flip through and just say, hey, this smile looks just like yours, but look what I did to transform their smile. Do you like this smile? What do you like? What do you not like? Do you like the color? Do you like the shape? See, having those conversations with your patients will move them closer to a yes, because they feel heard, they feel like you are listening to them, and most importantly, they feel understood, that you truly understand what their end result should be looking like and what their end goal is. Now, there's another couple ones that I want you to ask, and this is one of my favorites. Have your patient say, close your eyes for a second with me. Thinking about 5, 10, 20 years from now, what do you want your smile to look like? What's the type of smile you want? And guys, this is a great question to ask patients who maybe they do want that full smile transformation, but they are on a very small budget. It's like, that's okay. I'm going to get you there. Even if it takes us 10 years of working together, what do you want it to look like 10 years from today? See, asking the patient and being patient with them also tells them, like, I'm going to work with you as long as it takes. It's okay. All we do is need to get them to take one step forward, okay? And then last but certainly not least, this is absolutely hands down my favorite question to ask. And doctors, I'm going to ask you to be bold in asking this question. And here's why. The question is, have you thought about a budget? Now, I know docs in most CE courses, it is frowned upon to talk about money, and I totally get that. Here's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you ever negotiating with your patients, or if a patient says, hey, will you do that for free? Can you do that discounted? I don't want you to get stuck down those rabbit holes on those conversations. But if you ask a patient, have you thought about a budget for your smile? Especially when you see there's a lot of things going on, or maybe they have really big dreams with their smile and you're like, I know I can get them there. But guys, if you're not willing to say, have you thought about a budget on the front end? You might be treatment planning a $30,000 or $40,000 case, and they're like, I've got $10,000. Guys, those are two very different treatment plans, okay? So making sure that you're being bold and asking that on the front end will allow you as an expert clinician to truly guide the patient with the best path forward, okay? So as always, guys, if you need help, reach out to us, but be bold in these questions. Ask, and if you're like, gosh, that's a lot of questions, guys, practice one a week. Practice one of these per week until you start to master them and feel comfortable. Just like with our language tools, what do we say? Implement one thing per week until you get really good at it, and then add something else and add something else. And the great thing about that is, just like a tool in a tool chest, you're able to pull out these language tools, pull out these questions when you need them most. So guys, if you need anything, reach out to us. Otherwise, we can't wait to see you and serve you soon.